Hey everyone, Pantadon here. Some cool news. I'm going up to Seattle again to see the fiance's family. Some very uncool news. I'm going to have to go through a damn TSA checkpoint. That's right. I'm going to have to go to SFO Airport to fly to Seattle and then Seattle back. So I'm going to have to go through 2 TSA checkpoints. Now, what's going to happen here is I'm going to try and act like I'm not a terrorist because I'm not a terrorist. And I'm going to try to go through the normal metal detector to prove I don't have anything metal that's going to hurt anybody. Alright? So I'm going to try to do that. But if they pull me or my fiance out of the line to go through the porno scanners, nude scanners, body scanners, then we're going to opt out. Because that's just ridiculous. If you've seen these images, they are graphic, extremely graphic, and they say, you know, your image is covered up. Yeah, they blur the face, but they see you going into the machine, they see you coming out of the machine, they have pictures of everything. Anyway, plus they can take off that face blurring stuff. That's easy enough to take off. So, so the rent-a-cops, which are working for TSA, by the way, with the little TSA logos, even though they're rent-a-cops, will be, I guess, feeling us up if we're not going to go through the body scanner. And I don't mean feeling us up like a police officer would feel us up if he was doing a search, which would be with the back of the hand, which I, of course, learned, under the breast, to the side, that kind of stuff. Of course, you try to get a female officer, if there's one around. Then, of course, up into the crotch at the back of the hand. No, the TSA is not going to do that either. They're going to go full grabby. Okay, that means they're going to grab my junk, means they're going to grab my fiance's breasts and twist them, and also grab the crotch, which I have to say pisses me off. And I've got to really hold back to not swear on my channel. I really do, because it makes my blood boil every single time I think about just how much of an invasion of privacy the TSA is is going for now. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. And for anybody who says, oh, you can go through a little security, it's not a big deal, what do you have to hide? I've got my privacy to hide. My privacy, alright? The concept of this government was supposed to be so that the federal government had no privacy because it's ours, and so it doesn't get corrupt. And then we, the individuals who make up the government, actually have the privacy. But of course, it's absolutely reversed now. In fact, how many rights do we have still? I'm not actually sure. Do we have any rights left? Anyway, so you've got the TSA bigwigs saying, oh, this one was great. Flying is not a right; it's a privilege. Excuse me, but moving around in my country is something I can do whenever I want to. All right. And especially with a private airline, which is a private company, who should be handling their own security, and the government should not be involved in that kind of stuff. Plus, I mean, the cabins are bulletproof now. The doors are indestructible. So, you can't get through those doors. Plus, if an airplane wanted some passengers to carry on guns, I would feel safer. I feel safer now with an airline allowing people to carry whatever they want on. I would feel safer on that, because I know if someone tries something, they're going down real fast. Real freaking fast. I'd be one of the people taking down anybody who tried to hurt anybody else. Right away. What's, of course, heightens this absurdity is that the pilots and air stewardesses have to go through the same body scanners and intrusive checks. I just read an article where one of the people that goes there every day for work, of course, has a prosthesis for her breast because she had breast cancer. Well, the TSA agent in front of everybody asked her to take it off. And she has to do that every single time she goes to work. And of course, they don't know about the radiation of the nude scanners because overall, the radiation doesn't seem like it's going to be that harmful. But when you look at the fact that it's focused 100% on the skin, then that brings up many new questions. And I've got an article that says specifically that from many college professors, they've all signed it, that says they're worried about the exposure to skin, especially for instance, elderly or young people, and what effects it might have on pregnant women. So that's uncool. The invasion of privacy is uncool, and the fact that I have to be nervous about flying somewhere that I should be happy about going is really uncool. So, so I'll give you an update when I get to Seattle about how it went. Hopefully I just can go through the metal detector, then I'll give you an update when I come back from Seattle. Hopefully I can just go through the metal detector there again. But the fact that they can just pull me out and do that kind of stuff and the rent-a-cops, of course it wouldn't be any better if they were federal agents anyway. It's absurd. This whole situation is absurd. Give props to Ron Paul, by the way, who is starting a bill to stop this crap, and do something horrible to the heads of TSA and Homeland Security, who are saying basically that your Fourth Amendment rights, and I watched this interview too, your Fourth Amendment rights can be bent. Now, here's the concept behind the Fourth Amendment, by the way, and all your Bill of Rights. They aren't privileges that you're being given. They are restrictions on the government. You've had these rights your entire life. They are human rights. It's the government being restricted from taking these rights away from you. And of course, they're saying, oh, we can bend them now for the sake of everybody. All right? That's what East Germany was doing. That's what the USSR was doing. That's what many countries are still doing. That's what China loves to do. That's why, political prisoners in China are in jail, because they're disrupting the possibility of peacefulness in China, right? Because they are going against the communist plan. So think about it. Think about just how bad it is, because it's pretty damn bad. Anyway, this is Pantadon signing out. I'll let you know when I am up in Seattle. Be well.